Hey guys, it's Why Not here. Today I just decided to make a quick video basically talking about how you could get your first house within the first 2 years. It's basically just going to be two parts. I'm going to talk to you about some strategies you can do to try and get the money that you need for the deposit, how a mortgage system works so you can understand that it really isn't that hard and you're probably not that far away to begin with. And yeah, let's get into this video. So the first part is obviously understanding the mortgage system. So in the UK, if you're trying to buy a house for yourself, you need to put down a 5% deposit and you need to make sure that whatever you're borrowing is a maximum of 4.5 times your annual salary. Now that doesn't sound particularly amazing, to be honest, but a lot of people are actually still in the position. And if you're not, you can actually partner up with one of your friends or maybe your partner and probably bring you over that line to actually get yourself an apartment or a house. So for example, if you were to take your annual salary, which might be around about £20,000, and you took 4.5 times that, that means you would get £90,000, plus you put a 5% deposit, which means that you would put down about £5,000 there. You could buy a property for £95,000 with just £5,000 worth of your own money. In addition, in the UK, we have this thing called buy-to-let mortgages, which don't actually count in your annual salary at all. There's no upper echelon because it's not actually you that's paying the monthly mortgage, it's actually your tenant. So that means as long as you can get a property that will be rented out for a certain amount, you can get the mortgage. But with these, you need to put down a 25% deposit. Obviously, that's a lot more than the 5%. But that means if you were trying to get something that was around about £100,000, that you would need to bring around about, £25,000 to actually put down as a deposit. Bearing that in mind, let's say you wanted to buy yourself a £150,000 property. Let's say that's an apartment down south or a small terraced house up north. You would need to bring yourself at least £7,500 down as a deposit for yourself. Now that might seem like a bit of a staggering amount, but it seems a lot more likely than trying to, acquire the whole amount by yourself. So what can you do to get that kind of money? Well, me and Sammy have been saving up for that amount and we're well beyond that point now. And honestly, it's not that hard as long as you spend your money quite frugally, maybe have a side hustle and even invest your money. So if you want to know what me and Sammy have done to save up that money, I personally build and sell computers, and I take the money that I make from that and I put it into the S&P 500, which is an index fund. And if you want me to give you information about stocks, just put that in the comments down below and I'll make sure to make a video so you guys will have a better understanding on that sort of stuff. But it makes sure that we just get there a little bit quicker each time we want to put down a deposit. And I definitely recommend doing that sort of stuff while you're saving up to make sure that instead of having to spend an entire year maybe to get a deposit or an entire 2 years to get the deposit, it might take you about 2/3 the amount of time, maybe 3/4 the amount of time, which could be a lot of time. In the case of 2 years, that would be half a year that you'd be saving. So some ideas to try and get yourself a side hustle so you can save up some money quicker to make sure that you can get that house or that apartment that you really want for yourself. Uber Eats is a really good idea right now. I've been looking at actually doing it myself because you can do it with an electric bike that might cost you around about £1,500, and I've seen a lot of people getting about £100 to £150 per night just doing some Uber Eats, some deliveries throughout the day. Let's say you just do 2 of those in the weekend, so you get an additional £300 each week. That's most people's salary for the entire week that you've done within 2 days of hard work. So that's really, like a good standard to set yourself as a side hustle. It could really help you out to save up for that deposit. And I mean, if you did that for the entire year, £300 per week times by 52, you'd be over 15,600. I had to pull up a calculator to quickly go check. But yeah, so you'd be over 15,500. You have enough for a deposit for any place you really wanted to get for the first time buying. But yeah, it shows that in reality, a lot of people out here aren't that far away from achieving something that they can call their own and live in. And most people are only a year, 2 years, 3 years away from getting whatever place they want. I know it's a short one, but I thought as this type of content, I should maybe just try it out with you guys, see if you enjoy it. But yeah, if you did enjoy the content, make sure to like and subscribe, maybe leave a comment for me. All right, I'll see you in the next video.